welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I have been a bit busy with some other aspects of my life. I mean, first and foremost, I've been trying to just generally get my ish together. And one way that I think I finally found some balance, just a little bit of balance in my crazy life, is I finally found a hobby that has really just in the past 4 months since I've started brought me so much peace. So back in February, I decided to sign up for this thing called Fitbox. And I honestly sucked at it. But I kept going for a few reasons. The biggest one being that I had already paid for it. Thankfully though, my consistency would eventually be rewarded. With me becoming a beast. Fitbox is a physical activity that combines kickbox combinations with circuit exercises for an hour. It was super convenient and super cheap. You have a trainer that works with you each class, and they're actually genius because the 3-month lock-in period is exactly the amount of time I needed to see significant results and get addicted. I'm finishing up the month and going into the next with my usual 2 classes per week. So yeah, I've been MIA, but I'm the most fit I've been since high school, and hitting a punching bag is a great way to let off some steam, which you guys all know I often need to. It's just been really great, and you know, as my followers, I think you guys should know that I'm basically an athlete now. My fitness goal is to just be able to have abs without flexing. So this is me flexing. This is me not flexing. I think we're on we're on the right track, but you know, there's still some work to be done. I'm excited about Fitbox because my goals overall in terms of doing it was to develop a hobby, just something that I could do to take out steam and stay active at the same time. And it really does do that. And I can't believe how consistent I'm being. Like, I've been doing it since February, going at least 2 times a week. And I'm pretty proud of myself, and I'm having fun, I'm enjoying it, and it's just an added plus that it helps me stay in shape. And if there was a year where I would want to be in the best shape of my life, it is the year of my wedding. So in addition to finding this hobby and, like I said, trying to get my life together, I have also been planning my big fat Jamaican, Nigerian, American, Italian wedding in Jamaica. I think this is where we had left off, at Enrico and I's civil service in Palazzo Reale in Milan. It was beautiful as it was intimate. But as I already said, things weren't ending here.
And then, hopefully in late 2023, that's the plan, we will have our big wedding.
And I've been spending the last few months putting that together. And of course, taking my followers along for the ride. As I told you guys, I have been shoe shopping, searching for my wedding shoe, and I finally got it, and it finally came in the mail, and together we're going to do this unboxing. Drum roll, please. And here they are. The most beautiful shoe that I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is the day. Do you see where we are? I'm wedding dress shopping. This whole experience taught me that planning a wedding è un po' una palla. But it's a palla emozionante. Non so proprio cosa scegliere. I guess I'm gonna try this one on first. Oh my goodness. Look at that my gosh, you guys. So this is dress option number 1. I don't even know what to say. Io sono senza parole. When I saw myself in the dress, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a dress. This could be my dress. I'm getting married. Even though I kind of already am. So that was number 1. Now we're gonna try some others. I ended up trying wedding dresses from a bunch of different places, but Eddie K was the only one to let me film the dress fitting that I did in their warehouse. I didn't end up getting my dress from here, but it was an extremely fun experience, and Eddie K has beautiful dresses, so definitely check them out if you are a bride-to-be, una sposina futura.
Sì, questo è quello che piace a te.
This one. And that has also been time consuming as well. In addition to all of these things, I also disappeared for a month to Nigeria. This past trip to Nigeria was everything I was expecting and more, especially because this time around, I was able to bring Enrico with me. It's hard to put into words, but being able to share a part of your culture, like where your family comes from and their traditions, with your partner is so special and honestly a privilege, because it lets you have a whole other level of understanding each other. After spending the last 4 years being passionate about Nigeria and talking about it probably nonstop, it was nice to show Enrico everything in the flesh. We partied, we traveled, so we are in Abeokuta. We just arrived to my state of origin. Speaking of progress, remember this market that was under construction the last time I came to Abeokuta? Well, this is what it looks like now. I really wish that I was able to take more content in Abeokuta, but unfortunately I was too preoccupied with trying to convince the local vendors not to charge me and Enrico 2,000% more for every service just because Enrico was visibly foreign to be able to film. I only made it out with a few photos, which are these ones. Ma fa niente. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is, why do West Africans try to convince everyone that December is the best time to visit West Africa? Like, yes, it's fun and there are a lot of parties, but it's the dry season, and as the name would suggest, it doesn't rain much. This means that the dust from the Sahara Desert gets carried over in the wind and stays in the air, causing this haze that you see in most of my videos. Compare this to when I came at the beginning of rainy season in April 2019. I don't know, maybe I'm the only person on earth to think this, but I just think West Africa is way better during the rainy season, or at least that in between. Anywho, before I knew it, it was time to head back to Lagos, and it was just impressionante the fact that in 2019, without the train, this same trip took 4 hours by car due to traffic, but now with the train, it's an hour. That's the kind of progress that actually changes lives, and I hope revolutionizes this specific society. And when we weren't partying and traveling, we ate. And I think most importantly, we both learned.
how to cut.
Okay.
Some people eat their swallows very messy, and that is not good for even for sightseeing. So I like to cut from the sides,
Oh, from the side?
Yeah, I just cut from the sides neatly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. Then now you mold. Okay, you just like roll it into a ball. Okay. Now, if it's a ball you can't swallow at once, I would usually just now put a hole in it with my thumb.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
made it too small, but
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You could also still put that because I like the soup.
oh, okay.
I don't just like to dip. I like to scoop with the soup. You know? So it feels more flavorful. So you scoop. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's all right.
So you scoop.
Funnily enough, I never liked swallow foods, which are West Africa's equivalent to pasta or rice. Or at least that's what I thought. I would learn in Nigeria that it's not that swallows aren't delicious, it's that the few times in my life that I ate them, they were made by my dad, who is not a particularly good swallow maker. So yeah, 26 years of my life were a lie, and now one of my new favorite foods is yellow eba and egusi soup. Go figure. Enrico was only with me for 2 weeks, but I was actually in Nigeria for a month, and I spent the latter part of my trip half working and half, as the Nigerians would say, chopping life.
We don't even know what it is.
So here we are, a new day, a new location, and a new adventure. I woke up this morning with the choice to either go have an authentic market experience in Lagos, at the real market, the rough market that everybody's warning me about, that I want to see anyways, because how could I have come to Lagos and not gone to the real market, but whatever. Or go to a Nigerian wedding. And you guys can imagine which one I picked. So I just finished getting ready and now I'm about to start looking for my Uber to go to my first ever Nigerian wedding that I randomly got invited to yesterday.
I can see your outfit.
This trip really brought about a lot of new opportunities and also challenges that I just had to deal with in these past few months. And I'm excited to see where this new chapter is going to go. All of these things have been happening and they've really taken a lot of my time and attention. And one thing that I've really wanted to stick to on this channel is I would rather have a few quality pieces of content go out than to have a constant stream of less quality content. And so I'm only going to be posting when I have time or something interesting to say. I mean, well, no, it has to be both. It has to be both. I've had interesting things to say these months, clearly, but I just haven't had the time to create the content, and now I kind of do. So in the next few weeks, I'll be talking to you guys about these new things and these new chapters that are happening in my life. Unpacked will be coming back, I think, later in the year, because Unpacked takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of time, time and attention, and I just feel like, especially with wedding planning, that would be a bit too ambitious of me to say that I'm going to do that tra poco. So you guys can be on the lookout for the next episodes on Funpack, the new season of Unpacked, probably in fall of 2023. And yeah, tonight I'm going to this event, this work event. Work has been pretty good lately, and by work I mean the work as a full-time content creator. I'm liking the rhythm that I'm finally getting into with my team, working smarter and not harder. So I'm very happy about that because, like I said, I think that this is the rhythm that allows me to really put out quality content and also interesting content. So that's kind of the update. I am back in action for your guys' satisfaction, so be sure to stay tuned over the next few weeks because I have things to show you and things to say. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and as always, I will see you in my next one. Mwah.